Evening all. Look, so here we go. We're killing the great big robot spidery death thing. We need to give these things names. I know it's called the Devil Walker, but that's pretty, well, crap. We need to call him Dave. There we go. There we go. He's called Dave. Right, we're going to kick Dave in his spidery legs. In fact, he's an insect, isn't he? Because he's got 6 legs. Ooh, a little bit of controversy there. Or has he got 4? Do you know what? I don't know. If he's an arachnid, he's got to have 4. No, 8. What am I talking about? What the hell am I talking about? Anyway, welcome back, dudes. Welcome to, I think, our continuation of level 6, or mission 6 of Destiny. Destiny is now switched off. If you're looking mournfully at the login screen and it's just saying to you, sorry bro, you got to wait until the 9th of September. And the 9th of September is so freaking far away. That's like 6 weeks, 5-6 weeks. It's just too long. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry. We got you. We will do videos every day of Destiny until it's out. So there we go. That's our commitment to you. So I thought we'd continue today with this one. This is the finalization of this level 6 mission, and there we go. This is how you kill it. You shoot its legs, it hits the ground, it then exposes its core, which is behind its head, don't ask, and then you shoot it. You shoot it with many things, and there we go, and that's kind of how it works. There we go. Ammo's on cooldown because I suck. There we go. So to be honest, let's talk some more Destiny. Now, interestingly enough, I have been quite surprised with how well these Destiny videos are doing. Usually when we kind of pick up a new game, like let me maybe reference Titanfall perhaps, or Battlefield 4, people kind of react a little bit negatively to them because, bro, it's not Dust. And yeah, I get it. It's like if I was a Minecraft channel, be thankful that I'm not, by the way. If I was doing Minecraft and then I all of a sudden played, I don't know, Battlefield 4 maybe, that would be a bit odd. That would be kind of like trying to do a cookery program with chainsaws, which I think is kind of the issue. So I do kind of appreciate that people are actually quite liking these Destiny videos, and it's led us to kind of a bit of a kind of discussion point on what to do with the channel, because obviously we like Destiny as well. Destiny, I keep calling it. Destiny is pretty fun. Plus, Dust is also bloody brilliant. So people seem to be kind of, getting a bit negative about Dust. Don't do that, bro. It's still a great game, and we'll explain why you should like both. Because Trouble's really into Destiny, seriously, and we're going to do quite a few kind of combo videos. So expect to see a lot more of her over when Destiny comes out. She really likes it, and she's also pretty good at it. So you're going to see some interesting, rather embarrassing play of a girl being better than me. But what can you do? I guess it's the way of things, as they say. So we're going to do both, and already it's pretty interesting to see that there are actually more people watching Destiny videos than there are watching Dust videos, which, again, I would say our kind of our audience and our kind of love is still very much with Dust. It is a good game. I know people are kind of getting a little bit unhappy with it at the moment, but don't. It is a great game still. It's so much fun. So we're going to do both. So, and we're not going to show any negativity to either. See, people seem to be thinking I'm putting the boot in on Dust. Far from it. After that CPM election result, I'm really happy that that's a good CPM. That's a strong CPM. Any weaknesses are going to be offset by the kind of group capabilities, which I think would be quite good. So I actually have a fair bit of faith. I know, crazy, isn't it? I have an actual fair bit of faith with CPM 1. If they fuck up, I will enjoy basically lynching them. So that's my kind of commitment to the channel. So if they kind of, if it kind of all goes wrong, don't worry. We'll call them on it, and we'll have fun doing so. But to be honest, there's not much more you can say. Dust is still fun, but I've got to admit, Oceania server being switched off, matchmaking now seems to be putting us against teams of 4 or 5 people only. People leave the matches almost immediately as well. I don't know what's going on. Seriously, the whole game feels like it's kind of coming apart at the seams. So now is the best time for CCP and CPM and everybody involved to sort out Dust. Either just come clean and say we're not going to do any more on it. It's now time of Legion, and let Legion rise from the ashes. In which case, fine. If it's not, and they want to continue with Dust as a standalone product, fine. Just make your bloody call. At the moment, it's too much kind of, I don't know, it's too much indecision Now, I know that obviously they're being careful because they don't want to release anything that's maybe negative or anything that's kind of damaging to their business, because maybe they haven't decided. But indecision is even more damaging and, damaging effectively and deadly to your product. So I really would urge CCP to start thinking about a bloody communique for what they plan to do with Dust. Because I think either way, you're going to find that the loyalty of your player and your community group will stick with you. The majority will stick with you. And I know a lot of you are now thumping your fists on the table, screaming at the screen that, no, I won't if it leaves PS3. Well, I know it sucks, but what can you do? If that's the way it's going to go, then fair enough. We can't change that. Nothing can change that. It just had its chance and it didn't work. So is it now the time to fix Dust, or is it now the time to move forward? So there we go. Now rant over. I mean, again, these monologues are kind of there to... Is it a monologue? I don't know what monologue is. I think really these are just here to kind of share my thoughts. But the reality is that nothing I think matters. It really doesn't. CCP have got a great product in Dust, and I really hope they do something. Anyway, I'm not talking anymore about Dust. We're playing Destiny. See what I did there? And to be honest, it is good. Somebody posted in the comments a really nice thing about how they started playing it, not too sure really what to expect. And 20 hours later, after continuous play, they'd ordered a PS4 bundle of the Destiny bundle, you know what I mean? And they were just sat there pining, waiting for the doorbell to ring. I love it. I just love it. Any game that incites the inner nerd within you to just go and do that kind of level of expenditure, I love hearing these stories. Please post in the comments if you have similar things. What did a game make you go out and buy? I went out and bought a PS3 for Dust because I thought it was just so good. I played it. In fact, no, I bought a PS3 before I even played Dust, now I think about it. And there you go. That was my commitment to the game. I thought, well, why not? I could do it with the PS3 because I watched Blu-rays on it. Ha, Blu-rays, that's a funny old technology, isn't it? And I kind of thought, well, why not? And then I was hooked. So I think it's interesting to see that people have already just played the beta, and that's just it. They've just gone nuts for it, and that's so satisfying to see. I can't tell you. I'm really excited about that. Now, here's an interesting thought. Why would a great big robot spider be collecting skulls? Yeah, indeed. I think there's a bit of a loophole there. Doesn't make any sense, does it? What, is it eating them? What's it doing? What's all this? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway. Oh, look, there's a great big eye. This game, man, it is like, whoever wrote this, you know what, another story. Throughout my professional journey, right, so through my years of working as a young wee lad in different industries, through a means of which I will not discuss now, but maybe talk another time, I actually got to work for a very short time with the guys the lady and the guy who wrote to the Teletubbies. That's right, the Teletubbies. That kids program, you know what I mean? I got to meet them, and I've got to admit, I only shared a few kind of conversations with them, but what I can tell you is, holy shizzle, I can see where the whole idea of Teletubbies come from. It's because they're quite, well, yeah, they had a great idea. But it was odd. It was quite odd when you think about it. I mean, Teletubbies is like aliens who've landed on Earth and they've got tellies in their tummy. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, just go Google Teletubbies, seriously. And long story short, I kind of got to have a conversation with them, and I got to experience, I guess, writers and the way writers are. And the way their thought process is gorgeous, it really is. Now, somebody within the Destiny product sat down and said, do you know what this game needs? A great big robotic eye that shoots stuff at you. And you're like, well, that's a good idea. As they look at their colleague a bit worryingly because he's writing all over the paper, big eye, big eye, big eye, big eye, all the way from left to right, big eye, big eye, big eye, getting harder and harder. And they're like, okay, well, what else should this kind of, well, as you say, big eye do? It teleports around, and then literally the straitjacket was replaced on this gentleman, and yeah, he went back to the hostel. I hear he's doing very well. He's now writing the next Max Payne video. Game, I don't know, but to be honest, it was funny hearing and seeing this kind of level of sci-fi. I mean, again, I really do mean this. I don't know if any of you have seen the Mad Max trailer for the new one with Tom Hardy. Oh, I do like Mad Max because, again, it's good sci-fi. So little sci-fi now is actually about sci-fi. It's like, if you've ever seen Total Recall, the original one with Arnie, and you've seen then the remake with Colin Farrell, you'll know what I'm talking about, because it's such a shame that sci-fi is being put into real world context, because people think it's corny. Oh, you can't have a spaceship that flies to Mars. No, because everybody knows obviously you can't do that. So they just make it all a bit douchey. So literally that whole movie, Total Recall, the new one, felt like an episode of NCIS or CSI Miami. It just felt bollocky. And I'm really kind of gutted at that there's just not good, honest, way out there, Lost Planet style sci-fi of extreme silliness but wonder. Okay, so Lost Planet, really old film, one of the very first fucking really good sci-fi films. If you've never seen it, it is a classic. I must urge you to go see it. If you have if any part of you says I am a sci-fi fan, or I acknowledge sci-fi, and you've not seen Lost Planet, Forbidden Planet, so I keep calling it one bloody thing, Forbidden Planet, then you are just missing one of the originals of sci-fi. And that's why it's so good, because this game was inspired by the wonder of something like Forbidden Planet and just big sci-fi like Dune and things like that. So I would urge people to go out and just good experience this kind of sci-fi, because Destiny, as you've seen so far, is shaping up to be something really quite special, because they are embracing the proper wonder of what sci-fi is. And look at it, we're on a future desolated Earth. Everything's in ruins. The machines have taken over, an enemy force has taken over, and we're fighting with modern technology, with old technology, with new technology, and we're fighting an eye, a server. This is an AI. This is like getting into the prequels for Dune now. If you've never read those books, my God, you have missed out on some good fiction. And I think this is exactly why I play games. This is exactly why I enjoy sci-fi, because it's something that gives you that feeling of, wow, that's impressive, that's incredible. It really is. Now, we just should talk about it before the video ends, actually, because we're not far from killing him now. One of the things that actually they did over the weekend before they switched the game off was they opened up the moon. Now, we'll show some footage in the next video about that, so keep watching, because the moon was incredible. Just warping between the Earth and the moon itself was just awe-inspiring. It was, I can't tell you. So we're going to talk about that, because it was just gorgeous. And we did it properly. We properly explored and actually had a good look around, and we found things of wonder on a moon that had been hollowed out almost by over-mining, and an army was being built there, and something terrible is happening on the moon. And you know what? I want to know. And the one thing that got me completely about this game was that, again, Total Recall kind of got me with this, is that bit where he says, get your ass to Mars, get your ass to Mars, and he just continues cycles. You know the one. And I just, as I saw that, my immediate reaction was, oh my God, at one point we are going to set foot on Mars in this game, and it's going to be incredible. What waits there? What waits on Mercury? What waits on Venus? I don't know. What's on the moon? What's deep hidden down on the moon? Something is hidden deep and dangerous and secret on the moon, and I want to know what it is, because oh my God. So I guess that's it. And to conclude, and maybe how to wrap up this mission. Well, the mission was fascinating. Killing an AI, that's really nice. The game is just already becoming something that I think is going to be around for quite a while. It's not a Titanfall, this. It's as good as Titanfall in many ways, but it just excels any other game in its genre, because it is just so much more than that. It's giving more, it's doing more. Yeah, it's flawed. It's never going to be a strong PvP game like Dust is, because Dust from the ground up was designed to be a PvP game. But the emergent nature of this game, I mean, I hope that you will have the emergent PvP aspect coming through as well. So you could be PvEing, and all of a sudden your factions are fighting each other. I mean, I can possibly see that happening, and I think it might be quite awesome. So I think, don't even see it as you've only got room in your life for one game, because that seems to be the prevalent feeling at the moment. Is some people are getting quite, unhappy, let's say, that we're playing, or rather, sorry, they're unhappy that actually we're continuing with Dust. They're wanting me almost to kind of burn my bra, if you excuse the pun, because they want me to kind of just completely throw the cat out of the bag and just destroy any link I have with Dust. Well, I'm never going to do that, because we will continue to play Dust. We have an interest in doing so, and we want to keep playing it. So that's kind of our desire. But I would say you need to really factor in that you've got room in your life for more than one game, and you really should be looking to play some different stuff. I really do mean that. So there we go. Now, again, I'm not going to show you the match again, don't worry, but that was just us running it very quickly over and over, just because we were loot farming a little bit. And I hope, that people are obviously sort of aware of that. We'll maybe talk about that in the next one. But for now, we're done. Okay, so all I would say is just I hope you're enjoying the series. Post in the comments if you've made any silly but rather enjoyable purchases in terms of this Destiny or even other games. Did you buy the Titanfall Xbox 360? Sucks to be you, bro. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time.